Καλημέρα σας και καλώς ήρθατε σε αυτό το βίντεο. Σήμερα μιλάω για αυτή την όμορφη γλώσσα, τα ελληνικά φυσικά. Hi everyone, welcome to Andrea Marino Polyglot Experience. This is Andrea here, and in today's video I'm recommending my favorite online resources for learning Greek. This is part of my series, My Favorite Language Learning Resources. Greek is not as popular as languages like French, Spanish or English, but there is actually quite a lot of demand from learners out there. At the same time, there aren't that many good quality resources available, especially for advanced beginners and intermediate learners. So this video is also a bit of a call to action for content creators to come up with more and better content. I've been learning Greek for a few years now, mostly focusing on passive skills, listening and reading, and doing activities like shadowing. But at the moment I'm not really focusing much on Greek because I'm prioritizing other languages, although my plan is to start activating it soon through language exchange. When I first started learning Greek, I used Duolingo, a good resource for learning the alphabet, pronunciation, and some of the basic phrases. Beyond that, Duolingo is quite useless, but for complete beginners, and especially for languages with a different alphabet, it can help you grasp the basics. So after that initial phase, I switched to resources like Link, which is a much better platform for learning through reading and listening. Link is really good because they use a lot of comprehensible input. It's based on learning through content with audio transcripts and vocabulary tools. There are some really good beginner resources like the 60 mini stories, and you can find plenty of other materials uploaded by users. For example, the Hellenic American Union podcast. This podcast and the transcripts used to be available on the Hellenic American Union website, but now they're quite difficult to find. They're not there anymore. However, you can still find both audio and transcripts on Link, and there are around 78 out of 80 lessons episodes available there. So I really recommend this resource. This is a really good, solid resource for beginners. Before we move on to my favorite resources on YouTube and podcast platforms, I will briefly cover the criteria I use to select these resources. Mostly in the target language with minimal English, human voices only, no artificial voices, no AI-generated content, engaging content with a variety of topics, natural speaking style, clear pronunciation and good pacing, and transcripts when possible. And I cover these criteria and a lot more in more detail in this video, which is the introductory video to this series. Let's move on to the first resource. This is probably one of the best known resources. I'm talking about Easy Greek. Easy Greek is part of the Easy Languages family. I'm a big fan of the Easy Languages franchise. I think they create some of the best language learning resources and a lot more for members. As for Easy Greek, they have both YouTube channel and podcast. On the YouTube channel, they do mostly street interviews, so you can hear real authentic spoken Greek. Each video has subtitles both in Greek and in English. This is the main format, but it's not the only one. They also have a podcast which is generally more structured and easy to follow than the street interviews. This is hosted by Marilena and Dimitri, so it's good for lower intermediate learners, but they also have the Super Easy Greek series, both videos and podcast. In the video, they speak more slowly and use vocabulary in context, while in the podcast, they often explain grammar in context very clearly with lots of examples. These resources are definitely more beginner-friendly. Let's move on to the next resource. This is the Omilo Greek Language and Culture podcast, which you can find on podcast platforms as well as on their YouTube channel. This is based on simple short stories, first read slowly and then again at normal speed, followed by key vocabulary. One important thing, the vocabulary is listed but not translated or explained. Of course, if you are a member, you are entitled to receive extra material with transcripts and explanations and translations, I guess. Episodes are not very frequent, roughly once a month, I think, but the quality is very, very good. I would recommend this resource for lower intermediate learners. The next one, Lingua Tree. This is a YouTube channel. This is hosted by Giuli. She speaks clearly and at a slow pace. She uses storytelling and a comprehensible input. Therefore, this is a great resource for beginners, advanced beginners, lower intermediate learners. This channel also includes other formats like conversations and vlogs. However, unfortunately, this channel hasn't been updated regularly recently. Final one, another YouTube channel, Do You Speak Greek? Hosted by Alexandra. This channel is a little bit more lesson-like. Alexandra talks about useful vocabulary, useful phrases, grammar explained in context with plenty of examples. However, on this channel you can also find occasionally conversations and vlogs. This is again another great resource for beginners and lower intermediate learners. So that's it. As you can see, there are some very good resources available out there, but still not enough, especially for intermediate learners. If you're learning Greek, let me know in the comments what your favorite resources are and if you've used any of the resources I mentioned. Thank you for watching the video until the end. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.